Have you ever wondered how ancient people thought the world worked? Before we had telescopes, satellites, and complex physics equations, people came up with some pretty interesting ideas about our planet. Many ancient cultures believed the Earth was held up by something physical. Some thought it rested on the back of a giant turtle. Others imagined it was supported by massive pillars, and some even pictured a giant holding it on his shoulders. These were the best explanations they could imagine for why we weren't all just floating away. It made sense to them that something so huge and solid must be resting on something equally substantial. But what's fascinating is that thousands of years ago, a book was written that offered a completely different and, as it turns in, incredibly accurate description. In the book of Job, one of the oldest books in the Bible, we find a truly remarkable verse. It's in chapter 26, verse 7, and it says that God hangs the earth on nothing. Let that sink in for a moment. Hangs the earth on nothing. This was written at a time when the prevailing wisdom was all about turtles and pillars. Yet here's this ancient text describing our planet as being suspended in empty space, held up by no physical support whatsoever. Think about the context. This wasn't a scientific journal, it was ancient Hebrew poetry. But the accuracy of the description is astounding. The concept of gravity, the invisible force that actually does hold our planet in its orbit, wouldn't be formally described by scientists like Isaac Newton for thousands of years. People in ancient times had no concept of gravitational fields or the mechanics of the solar system. The idea that a massive object like the Earth could simply float in the vast emptiness of space, without anything underneath it, would have been completely counterintuitive, and probably even sounded a little crazy. Yet the Bible stated it plainly, while other cultures were looking for a physical foundation for the world. The writer of Job declared that it hangs on nothing. This is a powerful example of what many people see as divine insight contained within the scriptures. It's a statement that was light years ahead of the scientific understanding of its time. It didn't rely on the myths or philosophies of the surrounding cultures. Instead, it presented a picture of the cosmos that we now know, through modern science and observation, to be true. The Earth is, in fact, hanging in the void of space, held in its path by the invisible force of gravity. So, the next time you look at a globe or a picture of Earth from space, remember that ancient verse. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound truths can be found in the most ancient of texts, waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. It's a beautiful intersection of faith and science, where a poetic description from millennia ago perfectly captures a fundamental reality of our universe. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.